Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second. And very short.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota gives to Henry, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. For Henry, week 14 against the Jags, what a game he had. 238 yards. Of course, he had the 99-yard touchdown run, but he had 4 scores total.
How about that? And going into the game, I think he had a total of 474 yards on the year. Had been over 50 yards in a game just 4 times, highlighted by 58 against New England and 57 against Jacksonville the first time they played. Certainly found his groove on Thursday night in Nashville, didn't he?
He did. What a game. 238, 4 scores. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. first down throw for Mariota. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Now a handoff to Henry. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third down, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker from 10 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And this time, Rosen will throw. And that is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. It's caught. Nelson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Back there, Philly, here we go. Detroit, 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 Detroit.
Final play of the half here, it's Rosen. Oh, good hurdle. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw is Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Being chased, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benny Logan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, 54 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So that one will be accepted. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. Again to Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 60 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Rosen sliding out of the pocket. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.